When you have a kid with somebody, it's forever.
We were both angry. Because of that, it made co-parenting very, very hard.
You don't even know who you are.
I mean, I was cheated on when I was pregnant.
Sorry, it's his loss.
I was literally sitting in bed and I picked up a literal hair and I was like, I didn't know, this ain't mine.
Oh, hell no.
I do think that I lost myself in that relationship a lot.
Does he never travel to come see Halo?
Mm-mm.
Hey, welcome to the pickup line. I'm here with Tiffany Jeffcoat. I'm so excited that you're here with me today.
I know.
This
so
is
excited.
good. Don't be nervous.
Try not to be.
Don't be no. I hear that you're an original housewife of Death Valley.
You know what? It's been a long time, but yes.
Yes. I'm sure tons of people are going to be excited to hear about that. Do you still keep in touch with any of the girls?
A little bit. I keep in touch with Mackenzie, I guess now Rencher. A little bit here and there. We follow each other on social media and keep up with each other a little bit.
That's exciting. So how did you start this being a content creator?
Yeah, I guess it backtracks all the way back to COVID. Okay. And I think as everybody was just kind of like posting this and that, just random, like whatever was trending, I guess.
Right.
It really just came out of boredom. And it just
oh my God,
grew.
that's so natural.
Yeah,
and it's really organic.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
Yeah. So I think my content has like shifted a lot since then for sure. I think before it was literally just like dancing, lip singing, like whatever was, trending in 2020.
Right.
And now it's kind of shifted to where it's more like family, lifestyle, more stuff like that.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Yes,
mommy.
with Halo.
Yes.
How did you come up with that name, Halo? I love it.
Yeah. So at the time we wanted something unique. And also we were looking for H names. So that narrowed it down a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we honestly only had a couple names that could be for a boy that started with H.
Okay. How did you, when you first started, how did you balance this newfound fame with friendships and relationships? Like, I know you had your friends from Death Valley. How did you maintain your relationships with the girls and your relationship with your ex? How did you maintain that?
During it or like afterwards?
During.
When I started social media, it was obviously before I met that ex from Clemson. So
Right.
I kind of started building my own platform. And so I kind of had a following when I met him. And I definitely think it took off when we all started posting together and we created.
How did he handle that?
He loved it.
Okay, that's awesome.
He was vibing. Yeah, no.
That is awesome.
No, he's like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, so, and he just followed through with it. So it was good. It was pretty easy because I feel like we kind of all grew together in that time. Honestly, I think the only person that was like really probably like way past like all of us was Mackenzie, now Galloway. She had a lot bigger of a following than either me or the other girls. And so I think other than that, we really just all grew together in that time. So it didn't feel weird to us.
That's good. Like. So there was no competition or
no.
See, I love that. I love when women can get along and just grow together. It makes everything better. When did you realize like, damn, I'm famous?
I don't know. I think.
Do you consider yourself famous now?
I don't think I consider myself famous. I do think I feel like I consider myself fairly known, because I just think social media can reach such a big amount of people. And I think I don't tend to realize it until I'm like in a specific random area and I have multiple people come up to me like, oh my gosh, I follow you on TikTok. And I'm like, what?
Like you'll be like at the grocery store. You're like in the grocery store. You're like,
yeah,
you do?
Yeah. And I think that honestly, probably during the Clemson era, I started to notice that the most just because specifically social media has like a certain algorithm that kind of puts you where you're at, And
does it ever make you nervous that you're sharing so much of your life?
Like, no, because I'm kind of known as a crash out like on social media. Okay. I'm very real with my audience.
I'm going to ask you what is a crash out, right? Because I don't know what a crash out is.
Oh,
okay.
Well, crash out.
Now I'm being your mom. Well,
crash out is somebody who can't control their emotions and they start
Damn, we shouldn't be on camera together.
To the public, and that's unfortunately where I was at multiple times. And I do think that like there was a phase where I wasn't necessarily that bad, but maybe also because there wasn't as much to yap about until like my life started going, and then I think it.
But everybody's life goes.
Yeah.
Right. It's just a part of life.
Yeah.
Right. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't.
For sure.
Right. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So tell me about when you found out you were pregnant, when you were first pregnant with Halo.
I can't say I was like super, super surprised.
Right.
because in all seriousness, there wasn't much that we were doing to like prevent it.
Right.
But
that's a great answer.
That's the truth.
A great answer.
However, I think at that time was very different because I mean, we were in a relationship. I loved him. I thought we were going to be together long term. So it's not like I was sitting here like, oh no, like whatever. And we had talked about kids.
Do you mind me asking how old were you?
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was 22.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
And so you felt like you loved him who was the first person you told you were pregnant?
I called him because I wasn't there. He had just left for a road trip. So I called him to tell him. And I don't think he answered me. So I was like, I called my next best friend next. And I fear she found out before him because she answered the phone. So wow. I told one of my friends, her name's Emily. I was like, you will not believe this. Like, I'm pregnant. She was like,
and you guys were still together at the time.
Yeah. Okay. We were together.
How was he when you told him?
You know, I think he was in shock for sure.
Like most men are at first.
And he's a little younger than me. I think he was 22 at the time. So like in that, I think he was just shocked and didn't know how to maybe navigate that news. Correct. And I don't know what he did on his end. I wasn't with him, but I do know that just by kind of the reaction that I feel like I got was just kind of like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And I was like, what do you mean? What are you gonna do?
Like you were like, what are you gonna do?
What are you?
Because I know what I'm gonna do.
Because I know what I'm gonna do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do you think at the moment that you told him you were pregnant, do you think your relationship shifted?
Oh yeah, 100%.
What was like his emotion? Did he like back up a little bit? Did he treat you a little different? Was he not as sweet?
As much as respect I can say, I think he just spiraled. I think he didn't know how to handle that. And like I don't hold them again, like I don't hold that against him now, but at the time I think he was just scared. And I think he reacted scared.
Does he have a good relationship with his parents?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Do you have a good relationship with his parents?
No, I don't.
Wow. Okay. Do you want it to be good?
At this point, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's a little bit like too far gone. I think that's something that I wanted when we were together. And that's something that I felt like that was something that I was willing to put in the effort for. And it didn't really feel like I had a chance to begin with for various reasons that like I can think of or that I was told that I could maybe put together the pieces. But I don't think there was ever a chance for me to like have a good relationship with them. And maybe that was also part of him, that he didn't do a good job, you know, keeping that all connected. But yeah, I don't know. I think there was like a long time where I put a lot of effort into that, where I felt like I could. And, you know, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah. How are they with Halo?
That's also a good question because I'm not there to know. I've never really seen them like interact much.
You just have to trust that when Halo goes to them that he's in a good space, he's good. Does he ever come back and say, Mommy, guess what happened? Because you know one day he will.
No, he does.
Okay, yeah.
He's very smart. He's only 2, but he'll be 3 in August, and he's extremely smart. And he tells me things that were said, things that were done, the people he sees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, he's going to tell you everything.
Yeah, and I think that's only going to be more so as he gets older.
Okay, so how did he treat you when you were pregnant? Was he sweet to you? Was he kind? Was he like, I'm home, baby? Like, how was he?
Like, I mean, I was cheated on when I was pregnant. So I don't know if you can say that was like nice.
Did you? Okay, let me ask you. Did you find out you were cheated on while you were pregnant through the internet, or did somebody tell you?
So I found out I was pregnant like right before Christmas. I go home for Christmas. I come back, and in that time period was when the cheating actually happened. And I literally came home and I was like, I just know. Right?
You know, I said that in one of our shows.
It was actually so crazy. I was literally sitting in bed. And I picked up a literal hair. And I was like, I already know this ain't mine. So, and that just validates everything I already told you that I felt.
Did you confront him?
I said it to his face.
And he told you were crazy?
Yeah. And until I had the proof in my hands. Even then, he told me I was crazy and it wasn't true.
He's like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It wasn't then.
It wasn't me.
All right.
Well, when was it? Like, or you didn't call the housekeeper before to pick up the hair? No, I'm joking. I'm talking shit.
No, he said he hugged somebody. He hugged somebody at an event and then came home, got in bed. Same sweatshirt.
And I'm carrying a whole human being. Like, what?
I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Because you're pregnant. And of course
I was pregnant.
When you're pregnant, you got hormones raging, shit's going on, and you're vulnerable. I didn't want to raise the
kid by myself. Obviously, I was just kind of like, I mean, I didn't believe him. Like, I was like, whatever. I packed my stuff out, left. And I feel like after that, it was kind of like hey, we have a kid together. Hey, we have a kid coming. Like, da 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 da.
So he just went on and did what he had to do. And then
yep.
Would he check on you randomly or sometimes not even check?
So it was probably like, honestly, like only like a month or two until we like tried to like start fixing things.
Was he playing in the NBA then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was just kind of like a chunk of time where I was like pissed off. We're done. And then after that, I was like, I don't want to raise this kid by myself.
How did your following, like, how did the internet react when they found out you were pregnant with him? Like, what was in
probably just shock.
Yeah. Were they like, girl, in your DMs, like, girl, what are you doing? Like,
no.
Or were they like, oh my God, we're so excited?
It was like, I don't know.
Was he there when you had the baby?
Yeah, he was. Okay, and like good. During the pregnancy, I feel like he actually was very like attentive. I do think that he tried. The problem was it just kind of was already so fragile because of the cheating. And it just kind of was already like, there was already so much tension.
What was your like final like, look, I'm done. Like I'm done with this shit. I'm just done.
I had a few of those. So I don't know.
Trust me, honestly,
I know. I feel like our official like we broke up, we're done was actually after Halo was born. It was like 2 weeks after he was born. I was in Dallas. We had an argument. The police were called, and that was it.
Did you go to therapy ever?
I went to therapy for a long time. Yeah.
Good for you.
And that definitely helped a lot. And I think there's still like some like wound of just like feeling like, okay, that wasn't good enough, even though you put in your all, including a kid, you know? Right. So like, obviously there's some, okay, well, what was it about me that wasn't
But you know, it's not
enough?
You.
Oh, I know now.
You know, it's not you. Like,
and even
they
now,
cheat on Halle Berry. Like, it's not you.
No, for sure. And I don't think that it was me at all. But I do think that regardless of you knowing that in your brain, there's still some like
insecurities.
Yeah, that just kind of stick with you after something like that.
Do you want to have more kids?
I do.
Yeah. How many?
No more than 3.
Oh, girl, 3.
No more than
that
3.
was me. That was me. The third one, I was like, am I ever?
I used to say 5.
Oh, hell no. God
I used
bless
to say
the people.
5 until I had one.
People with 5 kids don't eat me up, but no. I mean, it's just, to me, it takes a toll on your body.
No, for sure.
But my kids were so spread so far apart. So if I could give you any advice, not that I want you to have a baby quick, but if I could give you any advice once you get married, I wouldn't wait forever to have babies. My kids are so far apart that they're like older brothers and sisters. And I had to make them, I was like, you guys have to make sure you stay close. You have to make sure you stay close because your body changes.
Yeah.
So get the babies out of the way. So you're still a fly girl. That's exactly what I would do. I would get the babies I would get them out of the way. So like, have you always dated athletes? That's something somebody would ask me.
Like not on purpose. I mean, I was an athlete myself. So like I was surrounded by athletes. Like the first guy I ever dated was my teammate. Like in college.
Because you were an athlete yourself.
Yeah. I ran track and field at Liberty.
Yeah.
And he was my teammate. So I guess that started it. I'm also tall. Where am I supposed to find the tall athletic men?
My daughter my daughter that plays volleyball says the same thing. She's like, Mom, don't get mad because it just may happen. It just may happen. Because who else am I going to date? Like, right? Who else am I going to date? I'm never going to be able to wear high heels. Like, it's just not going to happen. So what is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? After going through everything you went through, what would you just be like, this will make me leave right now?
A lack of loyalty and also just like not being a good partner. And I think that that's something that I really learned over the last couple years is like, I mean, obviously when you're dating, you don't have kids. I think it's easy to like, oh, we have so much fun together. Oh, he's so sweet to me. Da 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 da. Until you have a kid. And then when you have a kid, it's a little different.
Because your time is not your time.
Helps you, makes your life easier, is a good father.
And how's Halo's relationship with him?
With who?
Isaiah.
Great.
Good.
Yeah. He adores him.
I love that.
Yeah. Sometimes I'd be mad because I'm like, why he want you to put him to bed instead of me?
I love that. I love that. That's just like a blessing.
Yeah. No, it is. 100%.
That is a blessing. So when you say a good partner, tell me 3 things that make a good partner to you, other than loyalty.
Somebody that makes your life easier. Yeah. Somebody that's willing to be inconvenienced for your convenience.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, that's a big one. And I think that's something that Isaiah is really, really good at. And I was not used to that. Just being somebody that's good at like emotional support, especially if you're going to have more kids. Like I went through postpartum depression really bad. Wow. I needed somebody that was able to support me emotionally. And
who supported you through that?
Nobody. I mean, I had
what about
family,
your mom? Yeah, what about
I
your
had
mom?
family that did help, and they tried as hard as they could. They were very helpful, and I'm super grateful for that. Mm-hmm. And when Halo was 3 months old or 3 weeks old, I ended up moving in with my family.
Nice.
And they were a big help.
Who helps you the most with Halo now, other than your partner? Like, do you have your mom? Do you have a nanny?
We don't have a nanny. Honestly, it's really just mostly us. We just moved too, so we don't really know anybody yet.
What made you move there?
He got a job there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So now you've got to build a whole new support system, and you will.
Yeah,
and you will.
The good news is we're still pretty close to like my family.
And your parents get along with him well?
Yeah.
Okay.
They love him.
Good. So, how does he feel about your fame? How does he feel about having your relationship in the public eye?
I don't think that he feels like negative or positive about it. I kind of feel like he's just is like neutral.
Is he ever sometime like, can you stop filming?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No, he doesn't.
That's good. That's a good thing.
I think it also depends on what kind of creator you are.
So when you guys first met, was he like, I don't want every date? He didn't care.
No, I think, to be honest, I think men are kind of like,
that's great,
low key, like, post me, like, please. You know what I'm saying?
That is so
like, I think
funny.
that I don't think he cared at all. I think he was just like waiting on the day, like waiting on the chance.
How did you meet him?
That sounds so bad.
How did you meet him?
Okay, so I was in between my friend Jaden and my sister, and at the same time, this is also 6 months later. So like, Kaylee is my sister. She's sitting here telling me like, we're right behind the bench. And she's like, oh, that guy, like, he's so cool. That's the guy I was talking about, blah, 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 blah. And I looked at her, I was like, that is not my type. I don't know why you thought that was my type. Because I thought she was talking about a really tall, like, blonde head kid. I was like, why did you think that was, like, what I was going to go for?
Right.
And she was like, let it go. And then we have my friend on the other side talking about Isaiah. And she was like, yeah, like he's also like, he's new. He's from Germany. He's cool. Like he has a cool vibe. He's so respectful. And I'm sitting here like, oh, okay. This is like just bringing it in, but like not connecting that they're actually talking about the same person.
Okay.
I just didn't realize who my sister was talking about.
Okay.
And so after the game, I get a text from my friend because apparently Isaiah had gone out after the game and told her husband afterwards, like, hey, I saw that girl that was sitting next to your wife. Like, what are my chances? And he was like, no. Like,
wow.
To be fair, I've known her husband since also my freshman year of college.
Okay.
So like, he has just been very much in tune with like everything that I've gone through. And I think he was more just being like a protective
He was
friend.
protecting you. Right.
And being like, if your intentions are anything but the purest, like don't even try. He was just like, no, like I am just interested in her. Like I'm not on that. Like,
of course he is. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Of course he is.
That was really it. And he was just like, okay, well, should I talk to her? Should I text her? Like she had texted me and was just like, hey, like he's asking about you. Like, what are your thoughts? Should I give him the go? Like,
right.
And I was like, honestly, like, I can't say I'm really in that era. Like I was really in my man hater era, to be honest. They were telling me such good things. I was like, hey, like for the plot, like, should I do it? And they were like, yeah, why not? So he texted me and we ended up hanging out like 2 days later and we ended up talking for like 8 hours straight. And it was just like,
oh my God,
good vibes.
You are living my life like that. No, crazy. You are living my life with the 8-hour conversation. That's crazy. So what made him different? What was your green light with Isaiah?
The biggest thing with him is that I had recommendations by people that I really trusted and people that knew my story and knew that they would not put anybody in my way that's going to hurt me or bring me back down a path that I've already been down. That was probably the biggest thing and what made him different from everybody else. And then outside of that, I think he just as a whole was very well-rounded. Like he was an athlete, but he also was just well-rounded as a person. Like he had other interests. He was very respectful. He was kind. He was intelligent. And I think that those are all just like other aspects that made me feel like, okay, like he's very different than what I maybe expected him to be from like first look.
Have you met his parents yet?
So Isaiah doesn't have his dad in his life.
Okay.
He had left when he was a baby, so he doesn't have really a relationship with him. I have met his mom. Okay. She's come and visited, and I have like a relationship with her. She's sweet.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
How do you figure out what am I going to post today as far as my family's concerned? What am I not going to post? Is there ever a time where you feel like, damn, I shouldn't have posted that?
In regards to like my family meaning like me, Isaiah, and Halo. I don't
Correct.
think that I've necessarily had situations where like, oh, I shouldn't have posted that. Mostly because like I just don't feel like there's much where I would post it that's like not giving wholesome or giving whatever. Like,
right. I've seen them. They're great.
They're fairly
great.
wholesome.
Halo's amazing.
Yeah. And I don't think many times I'm feeling that way. There was only one video that I ever posted that I realized Halo was actually walking in the background with no pants on. And I was like, need to leave. It was up for like 8 hours.
You were like, I probably better not do that.
And I was like, I gotta delete that.
Can you imagine? They would have been getting you.
Yeah.
They would have been getting you.
My ex would be, don't start pissing me off.
Yeah.
No, but it was fine. Nobody knows.
So has the ex met Isaiah?
Yes, ish.
And how was that?
So they've been in the same room. They didn't speak. But they were in the same room. They saw each other's faces and then they didn't speak.
But I'm sure Isaiah would have spoke to him.
Isaiah called him at one point and was just like, hey, like, we're both going to be in this child's life. Like, we want
that's
to be
awesome.
Peaceful. Yeah. And the conversation went well. Like, I think even my ex responded well to that conversation. I think it went pretty good.
So it was like, Tiffany, you move over and this is a man-to-man conversation.
Yeah.
About a young man
and Isaiah
that we're
does
raising.
that very well.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. And they've had multiple conversations since then. I think that was the first one. And then there's been a couple other times that they've communicated
like the craziest shit about this is he might communicate better with him than he does with you.
He does.
which is crazy.
He 100% does. He puts us on his best behavior.
Because he's a man.
Yep.
And he's not going to step to a man like he would step to you. What is one downside of dating an athlete to you? If you could give advice to a young girl that wanted to date an athlete, what would you tell her?
If I could only give one.
Oh, no, you can give more than one.
No, I think just like understanding that the men that have so many women like fiending just to be in the same place as these people, like, unfortunately, is probably not going to be your soulmate. Mostly because they let that go to their head.
And you do realize that's an ego-driven relationship.
No, for sure.
That is definitely not
100%.
a relationship. That's completely lust.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got it because I can have it.
And I don't think that there's many in that situation that are able to be like mentally strong enough to not participate in that type of thing.
I'm glad you shared your story because sharing your story frees so many other young girls or so many other women to share their story, and men, because shit happens like this to men every day too. But it gives us a platform to be like, dang, that was me. Dang, I love that she showed this. How do you feel when people say you're manipulating the situation? Because I've been through that as well. When people say, oh, he's not that bad, she just manipulated the situation, it didn't happen like that. How does that make you feel when somebody doesn't respect your truth?
I fear the only people that say that are my ex. No, seriously. I don't really feel like I get that a lot. I do think that, like, to be honest, I fear it was very, like, evident to everybody but me. Mm-hmm. I hate to say. Like, I just think I was very, like, rose-colored glasses in that situation.
But you are when you're young and in love.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we all have been like, here he is.
And I fear I also went into that relationship, like, I would say one, naive, and two, like, I also just had a lot of like self-worth and confidence, and that's not a bad thing. But I went into that with that being very strong, to being like, I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know what you can have. And I went into that with that mindset, and also naive to like, it doesn't really matter what I have to bring to the table and who I am as a person,
right?
That it's still going to happen to me.
Yep.
And so I think that was the problem, not necessarily like anything else. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think people really have said that much.
What would
to me.
Older Tiffany tell younger Tiffany? Now that you're engaged, you have a child, what would you tell your younger self?
I would say, if anything, maybe go back and tell younger me, like when I first got into that relationship, not to put so much priority into someone that wasn't gonna return the favor to you. I think that's the biggest thing, because I do think that I lost myself in that relationship a lot, trying to like please. Maybe after that, the other thing I would say is like I said, I went through a lot of postpartum depression. I went through a lot of not good times from the time that Halo was born, really till like now, honestly. And like to where mental health just wasn't that great. All of those things, it's very easy for me to sit back and say, like, I don't know why he would do this to me. Or I don't know why anybody would do this to me, considering who I am and what I've done and etc. But I think it can be like hard to transfer that into a situation where you're saying like there was a lot of things that came out of that positively. And I think that if I was still in that relationship, I'd still be trapped.
Right. Because you wouldn't be able to grow.
No.
You wouldn't be able to grow.
I don't even think I was able to be myself.
Right.
In that situation.
Because let's be realistic. You don't even know who you are when that's happening. I felt the same way in my situation. Like sometimes I was just like, I felt like I was in quicksand, trying to get out of the quicksand, and I'm constantly treading and treading and treading. And then at one point you just decide to say, wait a minute, hold on, let me let this go. Because for me, I had to say, how's this affecting my kids? How is this affecting my kids? I mean, I can take anything. Like I'm a big girl, I can take it, but my kids can't. So how do you think that your relationship with him affected Halo? Or do you think he was so young that he has not been affected yet?
You know, I'm praying that he was so young that he didn't get affected by it.
Right.
He's about to turn 3. And this all started happening when he was 3 weeks old. So like we started co-parenting around that time. And the good news is that I do think that me and his father's relationship is much better now. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's perfect, but it's come a long way from when Halo was born.
Do you think that's because you now have a man in your life?
There was a lot of emotions on both sides. I think just coming out of like, I mean, we were still trying to make things work when he was born. One thing I will say is whether or not he showed it, whether or not he did things the right way, I do think there was love there, 100%.
Exactly.
I don't doubt that for a second. And I think that even in situations where, yeah, we had to blow up, we tried to separate ourselves at the time. Both people were hurting. We were both angry.
Yes.
I think there was just a lot of high emotions. And I think that because of that, it made co-parenting very hard. Very, very hard.
And there's still room for forgiveness because the real subject is you're going to have a child to raise for the rest of your life. I mean, you can get married and you can get divorced and be out of somebody's life. When you have a kid with somebody, it's forever.
Yeah.
You have that kid forever. You're going to be a part of that family and he's going to be a part of yours forever. And it's crazy because it's not the baby's fault.
No.
The baby don't have nothing to do with it. That's all about y'all.
And I had a lot of mom guilt about that.
Why?
I don't know. I think, you know, I was raised by a family that like my parents are still together. And I think I always had that vision for my kids, obviously, as everybody would. And going into that, it's like, I definitely looked at that as like, this was my mistake, that like I trusted this person, whatever. And here I am. And now I'm in a situation where I'm having to bring a kid into like a broken household. And that was definitely guilt that I took on myself.
But a broken household is so much better than an unhealthy household.
I agree.
Right. So so you want what's in the best interest of Halo.
And that's what I say. Like, I don't regret that happening. Like, it sucks. Like, it hurt really bad. It was horrible 2 years of my life. But also, like, I wouldn't go back because, like I said, it changed a lot for me. And I think, to be honest, I don't think that would have been a family that would have been beneficial for our kids. I don't. At all.
So it kind of saved you.
100%.
It kind of saved you.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, it saved you. So how does Halo like being on camera?
He loves attention. Just like me. No, but he loves attention for sure. And he loves to be the star of the show. He enjoys that type of thing. And I think as he's gotten older and he's gotten a little bit more like voice,
he's charismatic.
Yeah, he's very charismatic.
For sure.
And he definitely chooses when he wants to participate and when he doesn't.
What does his dad say when he's on camera? Is he ever like, don't put my son on camera? Don't do that.
No, I don't think he. No, when he was first born, we had like a whole like, are we going to do this? Or are we not going to do this? And for like 2 months, we're like, oh, let's just not until we feel like.
Because a lot of people want to hide their kids.
Yeah.
Right. For safety reasons or security reasons or whatever. I don't know. But.
And I think that like there was a part of me that like, obviously like I wanted to protect him and etc. And I did. And I still do. I still want to protect him. And I just think that it became a I don't know, it kind of became like a, what are you doing this for? Like, let's figure out our reasons. Okay. Maybe a little bit. And it just felt kind of like I didn't understand why. Like, I was covering his face in all of my pictures. Right. And stuff like that in videos. And same with him. And it got to the point where I was like, what exactly are we concerned about? And I think it's really just became about having discernment and making sure that we're comfortable with whatever we're putting out that our kid's involved in, making sure that it's not something that can be taken negatively or taken in a way where it's can be used in like improperly. We just kind of had to figure that out as we go.
Earlier you said that you traveled to take Halo to his dad. Mm-hmm. Does he never travel to come see Halo? Mm-mm. So you pack Halo up on the plane with all his things, with all his clothes, with everything, and take him to see his dad. Uh-huh. So do you mind me asking, how long is the visitation?
The visitation is for 5 days, from 8 to 8. Then he comes back to me at the end of the night, stay in the hotel room.
I get it. My kids stay with me. Yeah. From 8 to 8. No, I'm joking. Yep. I'm joking, but they did. So how often is that?
7 weeks. Every 7 weeks.
So every 7 weeks you pack him up and go, but he doesn't come.
No.
So is that co-parenting?
You know, the judge would say
because yes. I'm old school. Co means co.
Co means co.
Yeah. It's like I've had somebody send me Chat GPT of a single mom, and I'm like, yeah. Do you know that definition?
I do.
Yeah. So that is you traveling. How is that? Through the airport with your baby all the time. So you've done this his whole life.
So we started our first chunk of, that was actually part of the postpartum depression, is we were going through legal battles a lot. From the time Halo was 3 weeks old to honestly now, we're still going. We're still going about trying to change our order, etc. But we didn't actually get an order submitted until Halo was almost a year old.
Okay.
So his first visitation didn't happen until right after he turned 1. So it's really just been the last, I guess, 2 years now, almost. And it's a lot, for sure.
And we do what we have to do for our kids.
I think it's better now. Like I said, it's a little less hostile towards each other. It's a lot more cordial and accommodating towards one another. I think we've just been able to grow past maybe the breakup, the initial breakup, the relationship as a whole.
And he physically comes to do the exchange.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was really hard for me at first.
Oh, it would be hard for me too. It would be hard for me too.
And I don't think that
I would probably put an air tag in his shoe, but
I've looked up how to put an air tag in secretly.
I would. I'm that mother. I would have been like, I gotta know. Yeah. Did they move? Where they at?
I know.
I would have to.
And I don't know. It's it was really hard at first, for sure. Because first of all, it's not only am I having to see somebody that completely destroyed me emotionally, but I'm also having to share my most prized possession, my child, who's a little baby
you
still.
You are preaching to the choir.
With somebody who also did that to me. And I think that was very hard. And it's still hard. And that's still hard. And he's almost 3. Even now, I'm I've gotten to the point where, honestly, the only saving grace is that Halo's getting older. And that makes it a little bit easier for me to be okay, he can go and advocate for himself a little bit more. And that makes me feel better and a little bit more comfortable.
I'm going to be your auntie right now. There's going to come a time in this where Halo gets to choose. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with the court. It doesn't matter what he thinks or what he says. Halo is going to have his choice, whether I want to get on that plane and go again or whether I don't.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to have to say, maybe I should get on a plane and go see Halo. Because there's going to come a time where it's going to be I've got friends. I've got another life. I've got stuff I want to do. I don't want to do this week.
Yeah.
Can we not? And that's going to have to be worked out as well. Because he's a whole human being. Yeah. He's a whole human being loading up, getting on a plane as a young infant, going out of town on a 2 or 3 hour plane ride.
It's worse than that. We used to live in Lynchburg. So we had to connect every time we went anywhere. We had 8-hour travel days.
So what is one of the hardest things you do alone as a mother? What is one of your hardest days? Like, what is the day that where you're just like, damn, what is happening right now? Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I would say that it probably is a little bit different now than when it was before Isaiah came into our family, because I don't necessarily feel like I'm living like a full-blown single mom life anymore. Thank God. But like for the first year and a half, 2 years, like I was. And I think in that situation, it was more so just like, I think the emotional aspect more than anything, probably just like trying to not, like they always say, like babies can sense like your stress and if you're upset. And I think that was super hard for me to try to keep together because I didn't want to damage my kid in any way. And I didn't want to cause him any like emotional whatever that he could carry out for the rest of his life. And so I'm like trying my hardest just to like mentally, emotionally stay together physically so that he isn't affected by it. And I think that was the biggest thing, probably more than anything else. And now I think it's a lot more sporadic. I think for the most part, it's pretty good. There are days where I feel like I'm dealing with the legal stuff or I would say it's mostly that.
Have you ever just reached out to him and said, hey, can we just work this out?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times.
Do we not need the lawyers? Can we just figure out a way to come up with an agreement?
Yeah.
Keep the peace?
I have.
Tell me about this proposal. How did this happen? Were you shocked? Were you surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. I'm super controlling.
Did he pick out the ring or did you pick out the ring?
I custom designed that thing.
Stop.
I fear I custom designed it.
It's stunning.
Thank you.
So when you were a little girl, did you dream about your ring?
No. I've honestly never cared about a wedding dress, a wedding ring. Like I actually didn't understand. I actually made a video like a couple years back and it's on TikTok still, I'm sure. And
we gonna find it.
Yeah. I remember saying like, I don't understand why people like cry at their like engagement or their wedding. Like, I don't understand. Like, you already know that you're getting married. Like, I'm just confused. Like, I don't get it. And then now it's like, I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, like I get it after I've been through all that.
Right.
No, I'm understanding why. But like, I didn't ever like dream of that. Never.
And was it perfect?
It was. Yeah. He did a really good job. The actual proposal itself, he planned on him.
Okay. I was like, you didn't plan the proposal.
No, I didn't plan that.
No,
but
you just planned the ring.
But I did pick out my dress at the time.
You did?
And the ring.
So has anybody else seen your dress but you?
Yeah. I showed it to him.
Oh my God.
Well, to be fair, I actually showed him a different dress and he was like, that's too much. Too much. I was offended. I actually like went to bed a little bit upset that night. I was like, what do you mean? Too much.
Wow.
I don't get it.
How many people in the wedding?
In the wedding, like party? 8 on both sides.
Wow. Yeah. That's a big wedding.
Kind of, but I don't feel like we're going to have a ton of people.
Your bachelorette party looked amazing though.
It was so fun.
It looked amazing.
Exhausting.
So did you leave it where, you know how they say when something happens in Miami, leave it in Miami? Was there a lot of that?
No, I actually like, you know, when you go to Miami and there's always like random characters that just kind of like pop up and it's just like, none of that.
Really?
No.
It was just a fun time.
It was a fun time.
Has he had his bachelor party?
No. He's having his bachelor party in Alabama.
Really? Girl, what's in Alabama?
I didn't force him to do this. He did this on his own.
He must have most of his friends in Alabama.
He has no friends in Alabama. Our wedding is going to be in Alabama.
Okay.
That in itself, the only reason we ended up there is because the venue is stunning.
The venue.
That is it.
The venue.
Outside of that, we know nobody in Alabama. But he has a lot of people coming in from Germany for the wedding. Okay. So it just kind of made sense to not make them travel twice. It makes a lot of sense. So they're doing like a lake house vibe, like right outside of our venue. Yeah, but as far as Miami goes, it was fun. But it was just like, no, I think I'm like done.
Yeah.
With that experience. Like, I think I'm good. One of my biggest things was like deciding on whether or not when we have another kid. Halo's almost 3. I was like, I always wanted my kids close in age. And so we did talk about like, okay, do we want to have one like right after wedding?
I think it's good. My kids are far apart in age. And I say that all the time. And I stress to them, even though you're far apart in age, I want y'all to stay close.
Yeah. But
the closer they are in age, you get it done. You're over, your body goes back.
Yeah, and I need that.
I think it's good. I think it's healthy.
Yeah, but I came home from that trip because prior to that, I feel like I was just kind of like, I had Halo when I was kind of like not quite ready to like, I would say like give up freedom of my life in that way. The last year, I feel like I've been trying to like get that back.
Right.
And now that I've like got it back, I'm like, I actually don't care about it no more.
Right.
And I came home from the trip and be like, we don't have another kid, we can't. It's fine.
Yeah. I say do it. I say get it over with. I've got one more, like this is another serious question and I'm not going to ask another serious question. Do you guys have a prenup?
No.
You don't want one?
I think like, I don't have an issue with prenups.
Right.
Like, I don't have a problem signing a prenup. I don't have a problem in that area. I just like, it didn't really feel that necessary in the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Then that means that, you know, you're planning on making this last forever.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. That's go into it positive and will come out positive.
Yes.
I think
that's the goal.
I think it's a great thing. To my beautiful little baddie over here. I just want to discuss who slid up into your DMs when you were single. Like, let's talk about that. Like, I know what I'm looking at, you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
So I just kind of want to know how many people slid up in there to try to put their bid in before Isaiah got it.
Okay.
Isaiah got the golden ticket. So who tried to take it?
Ticket.
Who tried to take it?
There were a few before him. Okay. However, I just like, I'm not going to lie. So the problem is that right before Isaiah, approximately like, I don't know, 5 months before Isaiah, I met him. The whole hoorah on TMZ happened. Okay. So there was my whole crash out on TMZ. They saw the whole thing that happened in the hotel with my ex, and it was whatever. Somehow the men really enjoyed that because I was getting some messages from
they were
going
to protect you. Were they trying to protect you? They were like, "Girl, we got it."
I was like, how did you come across me? Because like, hey, but no, I cannot even give the names because
I know
it might
I know
have some problems.
We don't even want to overlap. Like it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Don't worry. Isaiah knows the people that were relevant, but it is kind of crazy. And I do think that like, I feel like the TMZ thing just blew it out to everybody in their mom. So therefore there was a lot of people that definitely came across my page and felt the need to slide in. And it wasn't soon after that I went into like my man hater era.
Sometimes you have to look at God's rejection is his protection.
1000%.
And look at you now, girl. You're beautiful. You got a man that loves you. You've got a beautiful child. I mean, sorry, it's his loss.